Raptor? I hardly knew her. Welcome back to CodyCrafted. As you can tell, we have got some lovely Baja Designs LP4s and a pair of S2 SAEs, Street Legal Boys. But the problem is, these are yeller and these are orange. We gotta fix it, but that's okay. Baja Designs has got you covered. This is the new factory amber lens, specifically for the LP4s, and we have them for the LP2. You can get your orange on. That's right, I said orange, E-R-N-G-E, orange. The boys with the Raptors, the boys with the Gladiators, they've got the fancy little marker lights and whatnot. The key's in my pocket, that's why it keeps doing that. Yeah, you guys with trucks that have orange marker lights from the factory, specifically the Raptor Bros, you know, the yellow's awesome. It does fantastic. But it's old yeller. And Baja Designs will tell you that the yellow actually is better when you're out in the desert. We're not always in the desert, and you don't spend this kind of money on a truck to have mismatched lighting. So we're going to give you a quick walk around. We're going to talk about what we've done so far. We haven't done a whole lot on this. Obviously, it's pretty well set up, and unless you're going to go crazy, it's not worth jacking with most of the things on the truck. And we're not going crazy because this thing does its job around here for the most part. And we've got a set of reverse lights that we're going to put in. Like I said, we have already swapped out the factory rigid fog light and auxiliary light for the BDs. Adam is a BD fanboy, not unlike myself. And honestly, these are way brighter than the factory stuff, which is a variation of a rigid, kind of like you get on TRD Pro. It's not the same thing that you get when you buy the rigids off the shelf from a vendor like me. That's right, if you like rigid, we can get you the rigids. We're kind of loyal to Baja Designs around here, but you know, there's a lot of people make a lot of good product. That's right. So we're going to get this thing rolling. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to get the orange so that it gets its match on. Let's get to work. All right, let's talk about these lights. And we're going to go, see the yeller? See the yeller? That's right, old yeller. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get some orange on. We got, yep, lots of things. Alrighty, so because of the way Adam likes to use this rig, the factory fogs are actually wired to the white lights that are S2 Pros, and then auxiliary switch 1 is the S2 SAEs. So he's actually running these as the fog light, even though they're switched off the auxiliary, and then the Pros are run off the factory fog light switch, because it's kind of a you need them or you don't type of situation. That way when you turn your high beams off and on, they kind of work like that, and then these, he can run them independently. So that's the plan. The great thing about Baja Designs, one of the best things about it, is the U-Serve lens kit. So you can actually change not only the color, but the pattern on these. The SAEs use a spot lens, and here's a caveat from Baja Designs. So this is a spot lens with the SAE emitter, so there's that kind of convex shape back in the back. On the Pro, we've got a combo, so we've got wides on the outside and spots towards the center, so that way your throw is out this way. Opposite on this side, of course, so wides on the outside. And these are actually mounted upside down. They're real easy to put in. You just take some screws and stuff out. Right back here, you take this little cover off right here, and then the whole fog light assembly comes out. Let's see if I can get you in there. There we go. The whole fog light assembly comes out, and then you just swap them on the bench and put them back on and kind of aim them, and you're ready to roll. They still utilize the adjustment option, so you can go in and fine tune the height of them. We got those all dialed in. The other thing we've done on this truck, obviously the Method 315s in gold. For those of you that know my buddy Adam, we had silver polished 315s on his red Raptor. This is not an R. Everybody always asks him because it's a 24 and it's got the fancy hood. They always say, is that a Raptor R? So this is the regular Raptor. This is not a Raptor R. It just looks like one. It has the graphics package. but it is not an R. It is a V6. It's a 3.5, just like the rest of them. Just like his 17 was before this, but he had a 14 before that. So this is Raptor number 3. The other thing we've done is the preload collars. And so we got those from, I believe those are Icon, if I'm not mistaken. You can see, but I can't where I'm at right now. And lastly, the alignment kit from SPC, where you drill the hole in the subframe to lock the alignment cam in. These actually have moved after we did that, so we wound up having to upgrade to the bigger setup. I would recommend it if you're a jumpy boy, like our buddy is. He's a jumpy boy. He's a pretty hot little motocross racer back when we were in high school. So, well, Noah and I are going to knock these out, and then we'll talk about the reverse light setup. So we'll do a little installation time-lapsey here for you. All right, easy peasy. Take that off, give it a little wipe down. These have only been on for probably 2 months or so, so we're just gonna leave the gasket that's still in there for now. But we do, every time you buy a lens kit, it does come with a new gasket. 2.5 millimeter Allen screw, takes those right off. They pop right off. If they get damaged with a rock chip or whatever, I think the lenses are like 17 bucks or something like that. They're super cheap. Real easy to take care of. The S2 Pros, we're gonna leave those alone the way we got them set up, and we just got to put her back together. Alrighty, let's take a look at what's going on in here before we put on the amber. Oh, amber is the color of your energy, Noah. Alright, off inside here, we got side shooters on either side. Those are cool, just a little ambiance. You got your big boy emitters. May not look like much to you, but this thing throws like a half a mile, man. It's nutty. Cast aluminum housing and built-in heatsink action with the cooling fins and whatnot. Inside you've got your proprietary board setup. These are not the cheapo Chinese ones. These are the real ones. This is the real deal. Copper drive, 6000K on your color spectrum, and they're just quality, man. This is what I'm putting on my Land Cruiser. Same thing. I have the exact same pair, and this is his second set of these, so we knew to go exactly back with these. He's got a Razor with a bunch of stuff on it, and it's got XL Pros and this bar and that bar and this, that, and the other. But you know, for this thing, it just stinking works. All right, you want to mock that up there? Oh, we have the stubby. And then we also have the ball end, because you know I'm ball end out of control up in here. All right, this is the 447552 reverse light kit. Pretty straightforward. You got it all looked up there? Yeah. So here's our packing list. We got bolts, we got screws, we got washers, we got wiring, spacers. Step one, down here by the tips, take a T40, pull that out, put the spacer behind it, and put that on. It's real complex. You want your brackets offset to the top. Just FYI, yep, just like that. Make sure you have a $200 ratchet to put it on with. Because, you know, if you buy something cheaper than Snap-on, you're poor. This shop's sponsored by Cornwell. Shout out to Turbo Tools of Texas, our local Cornwell guy, Mikey. We got a lot of Mikeys in our life, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so now we pop out the driver's side taillight. Okay, so now we got to figure out which one is reverse. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's either white with green or purple with yellow. Alright, so in the instructions it actually does show you green wire with the brown stripe. Yeah, these work good. I don't normally like wire crimpy thingies, but the ones that Baja uses work pretty well. They're way more resistant to problems than the cheapy ones that come with your cheapy fog lights. So yeah, I'm gonna route this harness up into the taillight area. So to take any strain off of it, yeah, we're gonna want to go that way and go back towards the sheathing a little bit, and then we're gonna tape that all up. You should be able to just give it a little push and then just give it a click. We'll just close it and then it'll click. Yahtzee. Alright, you don't have to tape the whole thing up, but we want, like I said, just enough. It was a car driving. Alright, we want just enough to keep that from jiggling around too much. Alright, so this ground goes back down through the hole that we pulled everything else through. Got it? Yeah. Okay, there it is. And you got right about that much slack, no problem. You got a little more if you need it.
Above the
right above the hitch and the exhaust. Alright, so there's already a ground right there. Yahtzee. And I need to snug up my light on my side. And then we test it. Let's make sure they work. Okay. Oh yeah. All the lumens. Alright, so now we gotta go try these things at night.
Later.
Alright, so brought this home tonight so I could show you. I don't want to wake everybody up, but let's see what we got here. Alright, headlights. I'll probably pull this out the street here in a second, but here's headlights. Here's marker lights. That is the S2 with the SAE pattern as a fog with the ambers. That is an S2 Pro in white. As you can tell, there's a big difference. Ambers. Go back to the fog light. And here is LP4s. That's a lot. Let's see how the lighting looks from the outside. Color match is pretty good. Woo, that's bright. Oh yeah. Color match is pretty good. It could be a little more orange, but Baja Designs knows what colors work, even though it has to match the factory stuff. That is a lot of lumens. That is all the lumens, Jack. Let's see the S2s. SAE. These are the SAEs. With the marker lights. I mean, it looks pretty mean. The end of the wooden fence and the start of the chain link fence over there, right over there, that's about 50 yards. You guys probably can't see it on the camera very well because I'm just looking at the screen on the GoPro, but to me, it's really obvious. Let's check out these reverse lights. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. Okay, so you guys can see the light on the pole right up there. That is about 50 yards away. And we'll go headlights off. And then we'll go S2s off. So these are the SAE S2s. It lights up pretty good way. It's about 25 yards out. It's a fog light by design. That's its job. And LP4s. I got a solid 120-ish yards of light. No problem. Maybe 200. That's awesome. I don't want to blind the neighbors and wake anybody up. It's about 9:30, so I don't want to be too bright. Honestly, it's late. I've already put the kids to bed, so I didn't really feel like making the loop around the service road. Our neighborhood, you gotta take the long way around. We'll go back this way and we'll hit them. All right, here we go. The GoPro really doesn't do it justice because I can't really adjust the white balance or the color. Or the zoom, but kind of gives you an idea of what this thing is capable of. I'm gonna back in the driveway and you guys can see the lights, the reverse lights. Yeah, I mean, just the amount of light that's visible through the backup camera. I mean, I can see all the way back to my shop, which is probably another, well, I can tell you, it's 100 feet behind the camera right now. And it's lighting up the garage door and the trailers. It is 100 feet from the camera to the shop door. That is your light pattern. And in the mirror, I mean, I can clearly count the holes in the wheel on the little trailer. I mean, I can see the holes in the firewall in the 69 Mustang. It's on the trailer right now, on the car hauler. All right, well, that about wraps it up for this one. If you would like to do a lighting upgrade on your vehicle, the best thing that I can recommend, because of the 5-light law in Texas and other states, we recommend upgrading the factory fog lights to a SAE street legal high output setup. Diode Dynamics, Baja Designs, obviously, Rigid. We also offer packages from Cali Raised LED that are a street legal fog light upgrade. It's a super fast install, and you can either do it at home or we can do it real quick, and you're not paying me 3 hours of labor to mount stuff and cut holes and do all this other jazz, run wiring in and have to add switches, and you got crap everywhere and you look like a ham radio dork. Yeah, we can do that. After that, it's big boy lighting, as big as space, mounting, and budget allows. You really only need probably one set. For example, the LP4s on here. Those are gonna do everything you can do on a truck that you're still gonna drive on the street. So if we can help you with any lighting, be sure to shoot us an email, sales@CodyCrafted.com. Call, text the shop, or watch some of our other content. Check out the merch store. That's a great way to support the channel. That way you too can build cool shit and tell everybody else you do. Remember, kids, there's no such thing as a bolt-on. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos. Check us out on social. See you on the next one.